So as you know, I've been doing these personal videos that have nothing to do with gaming twice a week. And what is easily the most common question I get is, do you have any tips for YouTube? So I figured I'd break it down, and I've made a list of 10 things that you can do to grow your YouTube channel quicker in gaming. Obviously, I'm a very small YouTuber in the grand scheme of things, and I'm still learning every single day. But this is just a list of the things that I've learned so far in my journey. I promise you every single one of them is important, so you're probably going to want to stay for the whole video. Number 1. In gaming, it's very important when you're getting started to try to stick to one game. This is because, let's just say I upload a Minecraft video one day and like 10 people watch it and they want to see more. Then all of a sudden the next day I upload a Call of Duty video and they see it recommended to them and they're like, oh wait, that isn't what I wanted from this channel. And so they don't click on it. So I really recommend that when you're starting to just commit to one game. Again, once you actually have a larger audience, you can try to post like different types of content. But even for me making this video, this is something so different to the normal Call of Duty Zombies videos that I post that it's probably not going to do very good. Personally, I'm okay with doing something like this once in a while, because even if I can just help a couple of you in growing your YouTube channel, then it's completely worth it for me. Number 2, I'd recommend not just posting an hour-long Let's Play, because it's very hard to get someone who's never seen your channel to watch. Just think about this. If someone is browsing YouTube who doesn't know who you are, and they get recommended your hour-long video titled Vanguard Campaign Part 1, they're just not going to click on it. 1 hour is just way too long of a time commitment for someone who doesn't know who you are. You might be the most entertaining person in the entire world, but random people on YouTube don't know that until you can actually get them to click. I would recommend when starting to try to make your videos as short as possible and just see if you get better results. Obviously, there's always exceptions on YouTube, like don't get me wrong, but I think shorter videos is just a little bit easier of a way to get started. Number 3, make every video for someone who's never seen your channel. At the end of the day, your regular viewers are probably going to watch pretty much every one of your videos. So when you make a new video, you don't want to section yourself off from the outside world and only think about your subscribers. Because at the end of the day, if you want to grow your channel, you need new people that don't know who you are to watch your content. Number 4, thumbnails and titles should be 50% of the work. So let's just say you have 6 hours to make a video. If it's going to take you 3 hours to record and edit that video, then you should be spending an equal amount of time thinking and working on a thumbnail and title. Just remember that you can't get 1 million views if you don't get 1 million people to click on your video in the first place. Thumbnails, I would say, are probably my biggest thing that I personally need to work on. But as a general piece of advice, just try to make your thumbnails as simple as possible. The less things going on in your thumbnail, the better. As far as titles go, just please don't be that guy that titles their video Minecraft Let's Play Part 24. There's like literally 1 million videos on YouTube with the Minecraft Let's Play as the title. And B, putting part numbers in a title just implies that you have to watch the first 23 videos if you want to understand the 24th. And literally nobody wants to commit to watching 24 videos just to get caught up to date on a channel that they've never seen before. Even if it's just part 2, 99% of the time you'll just be better off removing the part titles altogether. It's not really adding any value and you're not really getting any extra clicks because of it. Number 5, the first 30 seconds of your video are very important. So you finally got the click you wanted and now you gotta hook them in. I would say that the very first frame of your video needs to show that there was time and effort put into it, and it's worth staying and watching the whole thing. What I do in my videos is I usually subtitle the first sentence just to make people think that this video that they clicked on is actually worth watching. YouTube actually shows you the analytics on how many people actually make it to the 30-second mark of your video. And I would say if you're losing like 30 to 50% of the people that clicked on the video in the first 30 seconds, then intros are something that you probably need to work on. Personally, I'm also not someone who intros their video with like, hey, what's up guys? Today we're gonna blah, 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 blah. Because again, that's just another reason for people to stop watching altogether. The quicker you can actually get into the content, the better. Number 6, what's going to make you stand out? Something I like to think about is how can I make a video that's bigger or better? So let's just say I'm gonna make a video that's ranking every zombies map. Now that's a video that's been made like literally hundreds of times on YouTube. So if you want to stand out, you either need to make it bigger or you need to make it better than everyone else. By bigger, I'm talking about like an hour-long plus video where you explain your reasoning and you go into way more detail than anyone else is willing to go. Or you can do the even harder option, which is to make it better by just making it more entertaining than anybody else, whether that's through hours of editing or just because you're just naturally more of an entertaining person, whatever it may be. The other way you can stand out on YouTube that's not bigger or better is to just make a video that nobody else is doing on YouTube. I think this is actually way easier than it seems in my opinion, especially in gaming. Because if you ever need an idea, you could just like literally look at a different game or niche and take ideas from that game and apply it to the game that you play. I mean, what's that Pablo Picasso quote? Good artists copy, great artists steal. I think it's smart to look at what's trending in other big games and just think about how maybe you can take an idea or two and use it for your channel. Look at my entire history of COD Zombies video. That's obviously a parody of the Bill Wirtz History of the World video. And I'm not saying that every video you make should be a parody, but there's definitely something in taking inspiration into things that already are proven to work on YouTube. Number 7, and this might be a controversial one. When you're just getting started, quantity is more important than quality. If you're just learning how to make videos and are still learning how to edit or how to not sound like a robot when you're recording your voice, you can learn so much from the practice of just putting out video after video. Pretty much everything you make when you're first getting started is going to be bad, especially when you look back at it like months or even years later. So you might as well just try to make as many videos as possible to better learn the video making process. It's important to understand that your first couple videos aren't going to be amazing, but as long as you're getting a little better with every video you post, you can get to a point where you're making actually really good content a lot quicker if you're making more videos. Number 8, make sure you're constantly looking at your analytics. There's two main statistics that matter on YouTube. The first being CTR, which is click-through rate, i.e. how often people are clicking on your video when they see it recommended to them, and AVD, which is average view duration, or how long people are staying once they actually start watching your video. Now, there's no magic number to shoot for in either of these two categories, but you can use these numbers to get a better understanding of what works on your channel. For example, if you do a 30-second long outro and it's hurting your AVD, maybe consider making that outro only 10 seconds long. Or if you have a higher click-through rate when you put your face in the thumbnail, then maybe keep putting your face in the thumbnail. What I'm saying is you'll get a lot more value from these analytics if rather than comparing them to other people's, you're only comparing them to yourself. Number 9, if you have a successful video, make a part 2. So if you usually get 100 views per video, then all of a sudden you make a video that gets 500 views, that's probably an indication that that's what your audience likes. So go ahead and try to make more of it. If you're someone who makes videos where you're just sitting down and playing zombies, then one day you make a video that's the top 10 zombies maps and it does really well, then you probably want to start thinking of how you can make a follow-up video. Maybe a top 10 worst zombies maps, or ranking every zombies map, or maybe a follow-up video for you just looks like making more listicles, like top 10 wonder weapons. Whatever your successful video is, just think about how you can do more of that. A side note here is that every video you make, you should be prepared to make 10 more videos on it. Like if you're a Minecraft YouTuber and one day you post a Valorant video and for whatever reason it gets 1 million views, well guess what? Now you're probably going to want to make more Valorant videos. So just be careful with every video you post because you never know when one of them is going to blow up. Number 10. And the last tip I have for you is actually a browser extension that I use to make YouTube analytics a little easier to understand called vidIQ. It basically gives you everything you need to know in a much easier to understand format. It keeps you updated on what's trending, and there's this feature called daily ideas that literally just gives you ideas for videos based off the types of videos that you're already making. So if you're interested, it'll be the first link in the description. Thanks for watching.